kind of browsing Instagram, and here comes the very regular crumble cookie ads. And these aren't just images; they're often like little videos of the cookie being assembled. And so one in particular catches my eye, and it's a mallow Oreo sandwich. Okay, so it looks like two giant soft baked cookies that look like their batter was made out of like crushed up Oreos. And then in between the two, there's a heaping glob of a toasted marshmallow fluff cream substance. And of course, the video showing this, it's an ice cream scooper of the marshmallow cream being placed between the cookies, and then they're being sandwiched together. All right, sold. And I'm seeing this early in the week, so much so that it catches my attention that I'm actually like sending this to people I know. Like, hey, this is what I'm into today. Look at this. Look at this cookie. All right. And so obviously, kind of cravings come and go whenever I'm looking at it, and it's right there in front of me. I'm like, man, that looks good. You know, I managed to get through the week without going and picking one of these up. I don't know, out of sight, out of mind. But then, you know, whenever I look at it, then it's, hey, I need to get one of these, because these lineups are a week at a time, and then next week they're gone and something else comes in. All right, so Friday night rolls around, Friday evening, and I, you know, looking, see that cookie again. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get one of these cookies. Kind of based my evening around acquiring one of these mallow sandwich cookies. So there's a couple of these crumble locations that are pretty close to me. They're both, you know, maybe 15 minutes. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to this one, or I'm going to go up that way. I'm going to get some dinner, and then I'm going to follow it up with a crumble cookie. And so I go up there, looking around. All right, what am I going to eat? See a little Japanese place, go in, have some sushi, have a little spicy beef bowl, have a little sake. It was quite lovely. It's fantastic. I walk out. I go over to the crumble cookie. I see a good line conjugating at this crumble cookie. Out the door type of line. All right. Crumble's popping off on this Friday evening. I stand in line. I make my way in. The line's going straight up to a counter. But at the counter, there's not someone there to service you. There's just a kiosk, touchscreen, for you to order there. When I get up to this kiosk, I go to order, and the mallow sandwich is sold out, is what it says. At the same time, I'm looking at the people who are working there. There's a fresh batch of these mallow Oreo cookies just came out of the oven. The gal's back there with a little ice cream scooper, sandwiching them together, just like the advertisement, right? So I see it's sold out, but I see some. They're right there. So I kind of grabbed a kid working there, it's a 17-year-old kid probably. I'm like, hey man, this says sold out, but you know, when are these going to be ready? And he goes, yeah, we're sold out. We're probably not going to have any more tonight. They probably won't be ready till tomorrow. It's a little bit more of a complicated process, because those are chilled. And I don't say this, but I'm thinking in my head, complicated, like you put them in the refrigerator. And so what I did say, I said, okay, well, you don't have to chill mine. You can just give me one of those warm ones. I'd be good with that. In my head, I'm already playing this scenario out. I'm going to go out in the truck. I'm going to make a mess of myself with this warm cookie, you know, marshmallow fluff in the beard, to the extent that I might have to go shower afterwards. I'm perfectly fine with this. His response is that he's not allowed to do that. He can't do that. They have to be served chilled. All right. So all the while, I sort of become aware at the same time externally. I'm kind of outside looking in there's a large line forming behind me, and I'm taking quite some time at the kiosk. And I'm sure all these people are like, what the hell is this guy doing, right? So I've got a couple options here. I can keep arguing with this high school kid. I guess not keep arguing. I wasn't really arguing with him. I just asked the question. I decided to take the high road. All right, I'm not going to do that. There's a slew of other cookies that are available. All right, there's a cinnamon fry bread. There's a strawberry cheesecake, which just looks fantastic. There's a red velvet cupcake cookie, which, from my own personal experience, I know is phenomenal because I've had it many times. So I could grab one of those. Instead, I just quietly turn around and walk out the door, knowing that I'm going to get in my vehicle and drive to the other location, which is now about 20 minutes away. And so I do just that. I start heading that direction. But this time, I think, hey, it might be wise to maybe call over and make sure that this Malo Oreo sandwich is not sold out at this other location, right? So I call over, and I pose the question, hey, do you have any of the Malo Oreo sandwich? And the response is, no, we're all sold out of those. And I said, okay, when do you anticipate having some more? And the response was, well, they sell out pretty quick. We should have some more tomorrow, but the best route would probably be just to place a pickup order in advance so you can grab one. And I said, okay, well, can I do that? Can I place a pickup order for tomorrow? And he goes, well, yeah. You can't do it over the phone. You have to get the app for that. And I'm thinking in my head, what the hell is going on with these apps? All right. I'm like, do I need one more app? Do I need an app that allows me to order cookies, curbside pickup cookies in one click? So I'm contemplating this as I'm driving home, kind of sulking, if you will, like a man-child, 35-year-old man who's go to your room without dessert, no dessert for you. I get home, I download the app, and I'm trying to set a pickup time for the next day. And that particular cookie at multiple locations says sold out. And I'm thinking in my head, maybe it's maybe there's some kind of algorithm for that. Maybe the app knows when that complex chilling process has completed itself, full cycle, and then it updates its inventory, right? Maybe it's ahead of the curve. So this morning I wake up and I get back on the app and I look at some time slots for pickup, and this cookie is now available. All right, so I think to myself, all right, well, I'm not gonna base my whole evening or a whole chunk of time around getting this cookie like I did yesterday, which was a little ridiculous. So I thought to myself, all right, I got a few things to do. Gonna hit the gym. You can go pick up some groceries, which was also via app, online order, which is fantastic, by the way. Love it. Some people complain that they don't like the store picking out their produce, but my experience, they do a way better job than I do. They even stagger. If you get like 4 avocados, they'll stagger the ripeness so that they span out over 4 days. They're not all ripe right now. They're staggered. So anyway, I digress. I have a few things to do. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna get something to eat. I'm gonna go get my groceries, and then I'm gonna go pick up my cookie. Right? So go do all those things. Make my way over there. In my head, I'm thinking, man, I pull up and I see a big line again. Well, deja vu. I'm like, they better have this cookie ready to roll. Like, they better have that honed in. Go in, no issues. All right. Technology works. Okay? The apps, the technology, they work. Now, targeted ad, it worked. You know why? because now I have an app. I am an established member of the Crumble cookie community with an app. They have my credit card information to where when I get these targeted ads, I'm one click away from ordering and showing up to pick up my cookie. And so I figured, I waited the whole week to have this cookie. So what's a few more minutes to tell this story of these trials and tribulations, of these hard times, these first world problems. But I did acquire my Crumble cookie, and let's see what this rig looks like. Oh, yeah, and this is so this is 2 giant cookies with the mallow Oreo filling. All right, so here goes. This is the first trial. All right. It's so good. Oh, damn targeted ads. You got me. They got me good. You got me good. All right. That's enough of this nonsense. I'm already making a mess of myself. Signing off.